Hey guys, it's Patrick here, and today I'll show you how I ran 3 email campaigns for commercial cleaning clients, and I'll show you what results we got, so you can compare what results should you be getting, what kind of ROI can you expect, and how to set up everything step by step. So let's get into it. Yeah, so bottom line, first thing we'll go over is the actual results of the campaigns. I'm gonna blur out the names of the clients because I have their naming there. I don't want to leak their names, but we can see this are kind of results. So for this campaign, we've sent 3,000 emails. That's roughly 10% of the campaign. So we have still around 3,000 leads we haven't reached. This one was a testing campaign. It's not important. This one was around 3,000 as well. We got 22 replies and 5 positive. And this one was older campaign, 4,000 sent 100 replies, but only 4 were positive. But this campaign, actually, this one right here was killing it. That's our latest campaign. And right now I'm going to show you what kind of results can you expect and how to calculate your ROI. So here I prepared a Google sheet that pretty much calculates everything you need to have, or what could you actually expect, and we'll go over how to set up everything, how to calculate numbers, how to calculate ROI, and how to write scripts, how to script the leads, basically everything you need to know to set up your cold email campaigns for your commercial cleaning business. And we'll make it super simple, super actionable. So let's get into it. First of all, let's talk about the financials. Let me zoom in a little bit. So you'll need 3 things, and that's your sender. So that could be a smart lead, instant lead, Pipple, whatever. I'm going to use smart lead as an example here. So you need some kind of software that you'll send the emails through. In my case, it's smart lead, and I'm going to go with the pro plan. Right? These are the costs. So the pro plan costs $94. Let's see the actual details of this plan, right? So you have 3 plans to choose from. Basic plan, you can send around 6,000 emails per month, which is not a lot because it's included with warm-ups and so on and follow-ups. Actually, not warm-ups, follow-ups. So I meant you can only have around 2,000 active leads, which is not much to be honest. And you don't have integrations, which might be a little bit of an issue. We'll talk about it later. But when it comes to the pro plan, that's the one I go for, especially because I have multiple campaigns running, and I would urge you to choose this plan as well. Here we can have 30,000 active leads, and we can send around 150,000 emails per month. And we can also have email integrations and so on. We can integrate webhooks. So for example, if we get a new reply, we can send a notification into our work chat, and we can hype up the team and make them aware that we are actually making moves here. So this is the plan we would go for. You can also start a free trial, or you can buy a basic plan for the first month and test it out. It's up to you. But yeah, you basically just click here, you register, you make an account. I already have an account, so it's not gonna go through it. But you buy this plan. It's pretty simple. It takes 2 minutes. Right. After we buy this plan, we need 2 more things, and that's domains and email inboxes, right? So these are the 2 things we need. So you need multiple domains. Why? Well, because Google and Outlook and all the email providers are anti cold email, right? They want to stop this marketing technique, and they flag emails, or they flag email accounts and domains that send this kind of content that might sound salesy, right? And that's obviously very reasonable. And way to counter it is to have multiple domains and multiple email accounts. The best practice is to have per one domain you buy 3 email accounts, right? So every one domain you buy 3 email accounts, right? And one domain costs around $15 per year, and one email inbox costs $450 per month. So for example, what I advise all of my clients to start with is just 5 domains and 15 email inboxes. So basically 3 per domain, right? And this is very, very conservative number. It's just 160 per month, which is pretty much nothing for what you're getting here, right? But if you really want to scale, and if you want to get to your first 4, 5, 6, 7, or 10 clients per month, I would advise going as much as 15. This would mean 45 email inboxes. This would be around $300 per month, which is still pretty much nothing. And now, what kind of results can you expect on daily, weekly, and monthly basis? Well, there are 2 ways to go about this. First, we have the low figure, which is 10 emails per inbox, right? Because we only can send around 10 emails per inbox per day. But you can also go a bit higher, which is not bad, which is 15 Okay, I'm currently testing 15. It seems like it's not affecting too much, but if you go too much, if you go, for example, 25 emails per email count per day sent, then that might cause issues, might raise flags, and Google or Outlook might flag you as a spammer and they'll ban your account, right? So you have to watch out for this one. I prefer 10, 15 emails. 15 is good. So we have two sort of figures, which is low and high figure, right? So daily with this amount of inboxes, which is 45, you could expect 450 or 675 emails, which is a lot on daily basis, right? So if your reply rate is around 1%, which is pretty much the average I'm getting here, so this campaign is sprinting. It has 3% reply rate. This one has 0.78 and this has 2.5, but positive was not that good. I would say it's around 1% average. If you're good and if you can, get the right script, get the right leads, you'll get to 2 to 3%, and that's the sweet spot you want to get. But I'm gonna give you a very conservative estimate here, so we'll go with 1%. So you would be getting around 4.5 to 6.75 replies per day. And usually around 20% of those are positive. Here you can see I have 23%, 22%, and 4%. This one was pretty bad. So around 20% is the number you're gonna look at when it comes to positive replies. Then so that means you'll get around one positive reply per day. Usually out of those positive replies, only 40% transfer to walkthrough, because some of them fall off, they lose interest, you maybe forget to follow up with them and so on. It slows down and then basically it goes cold, but only around 40% will actually get to the walkthrough. So you have around 2 to 3 walkthroughs, 1 to 3 walkthroughs per week, which is pretty good if you're starting out. And if you have this as a side gig and only for $300 per month, that's pretty good, to be honest. Close rate is around 75%, depending on how, this really depends on the quality of your service, of your looks. If you look professional, this is going to be way higher. If you look, if you don't have that good aura, of someone who's good to do business with, it will be lower. This is all up to you, man. Honestly, this is not something, for example, I can or email accounts can affect. This is all on you, and you should make sure you look professional. You have your shirt on, and you have your tools ready, and so on, and all the measurements, and you're able to do very professional walkthrough, right? So if you do this good, you'll get around 75%, right? The people I'm working with are pretty good. They've been in the business for a few months or 2 years. So they already know the ropes. They had hundreds of walkthroughs, so they're good at it. So it's 75%. If you're starting out, this could be 25, 50%, it depends. So this means weekly, you'll get around 1 to 2 clients. And if your monthly retainer is $800 for commercial cleaning, for example, a pizzeria, a pizza place, or some kind of restaurant, small restaurant or small office, you could be looking at $800 per month. Obviously, usually it's much higher. So if you're doing around 2,000-3,000, which is sort of the average, you could be looking at around 1,000 to 1,600 per week. Monthly, this will be around 4,000 to 6,000, which could already replace your job. So if you do the strategy right, and if you do all the steps right, and if you deliver good service, if you look professional, you could literally quit your 9 to 5 or quit your job you currently have in 1 month or 2-3 months, depends on how long you take to set this up, So this is actually crazy results, guys. And this is how the numbers look like. So I'll show you how to set up the domain and email inboxes right now. It's super easy. You don't have to, mess with DNS, SMTP, whatever, right? You can do all of it in SmartLead. That's why I love SmartLead personally. So you navigate to email accounts here. 1 sec, let me read, and you'll go to Smart Senders, and here you'll pick a vendor. I prefer Google. Outlook is not the best, honestly. There's some problems with it right now. Some of my acquaintances that also do cold email have a bit of a problem with this one, so I would go with Google provider, and Zepmail is the best. So this is the vendor. So we'll proceed with this one, and now. And so right now we'll input our domain name. Obviously, you're not going to use your main domain. You're going to use your secondary domain or secondary domain name. So for example, if your name is like Denver Cleaning Services, you will do like Denver Cleaning Services or whatever, right? And then, okay, this one doesn't exist. So let's just add slashes here, dash, yeah. This should be available. Let's see, yeah, this is available. And right now you'll pick domain, so you'll buy this domain, you can buy, this one doesn't look good, but yeah, services. You'll just pick domains that look kind of professional or they look similar. You don't really have to overthink this. People are not going to look at it too much. If the email actually, if it hits them in the right time, you're not going to need this one too much. But Get Denver, Join Denver, My Denver, yeah, Pro Denver, Team Denver, these are all good. Yeah, so $15 per year. You'll go save next, and then you'll insert your name, last name, and persona. So you'll go, for example, Mike Jeremy, or Mike, I'll go Smith. Let's make it super basic. And we'll go all domains, and now we gotta upload our picture. I'm just gonna use something random in my computer here. Just to, yeah, okay. So right now you'll input your company details. I'm not gonna do this. And right now you're gonna pick your email inboxes, right? For example, it generated us 30 inboxes, so it's doing 5, I think it's doing 5 per domain or 4 per domain, I'm not sure. But basically, if you don't like some of these, for example, if you don't like Mike SM, you can just delete it, right? And you can have the Mike one. Okay, this one looks good. Smith looks good. Mike.Smith. These ones they look credible. So you'll just, click all the ones you don't want and so on. And then you purchase the email accounts. They'll appear in here in the email accounts window in SmartLead. Then you'll click here for a bulk update. So select all on the page. You'll go to bulk update. And now you'll go bulk update warm status, active, and then total number of warm up emails per day. Here you'll input number around 15 or something, whatever. I think 15 to 20 is good. So these are the warm ups. Then you'll go reply rate 20% is good, and you'll just hit okay. Yeah, this is all good, and you'll hit save. Now the emails will start warm upping. You can see warm enabled. Warm up reputation, and we're gonna wait 2 weeks. So you'll have to wait 2 weeks until your emails are ready. Basically, what this does is that it sends emails between each other. So SmartLead, the provider, has his own domain, his own email accounts, and you have yours that you just bought, and they will exchange communication between each other. So this will look legit to Google or Outlook, right? They'll flag the emails as legitimate email accounts that a company is using. And after 2 weeks, you'll be ready to start sending out your email campaigns. So I'll show you how to create a campaign very easily in a few minutes, right? So here we go to create campaign. We'll import our leads. I'll show you in a sec how to get those, and now we'll go to script. What I advise is to do 5 follow-ups. So you have your first emails. I would do 3 variations, and then you have 5 follow-ups. So you could do something like basic. You'll have the basic email script, and then you'll have for example, a different CTA on each one. So in this one, it will be PDF or with prices. This one could be free first month, yeah? And this one could be express 1 day walkthrough. Yeah? Then you would have follow-ups, which would be case study. For example, you'll mention someone in the area that you've cleaned for, some company that might be known or something. Hey, I cleaned for the same accounting company, for example, just around the corner. Then you'll mention the benefits. For example, you could do a price off, like, hey, we're running 20% off for first 3 months if you're new in the area code, whatever, right? Could be anything. Follow-up for could be campaign points like low quality, poor communication, and so on. You should do a research on this one. What kind of problems your prospects have with their current cleaning providers? So it could be anything. Yeah. So you need to figure this out. And then we would have our lead magnet. This could be, for example, free pricing comparison with your current provider. Basically, you can offer them to figure out how much they should be paying for their space, because they might be getting ripped off by their current company, and you'll offer to do it for free for them and just test it out if they're actually getting paid, or if they're actually getting charged the right amount they should be getting charged in the area, right, for the services. And then the first email could be, yeah. So right now, let's write the first email. I'll do it with ChatGPT. I have a custom ChatGPT that we've trained. One of my friends does it. He's one of the best people for cold email in the whole space. So I'm not gonna share this one right here, but I'll share it in my Discord. So if you join my Discord, you can find this AI agent or this GPT agent that will write perfect emails for you. Trust me, they're the best. So if you go to the remote cleaning community, here you can find my Discord channel, and here is where I'll post these GPTs and so on. Right. Also, I'll share this whole sheet so you can calculate, the figures yourself. Yeah. Okay, and now let's see this one. So, hey, I am a cleaning company located in Denver, and I would like to write a cold email script. Make it short, punchy, focused on spa and mortal businesses, and mention 3 common pain points these people have in regards to cleaning and cleaning vendors. Yeah? I want 3 different CTA versions. Yeah? And right now we'll just take what we have here. So CTA prices and so on. And we'll put this here. And right now it will generate the emails. So here we have our subject line. I think cleaning vendors keep letting you down. I like this one. This one is pretty good actually. You wanna do some question, or you wanna break some certain pattern they might see when they open their emails. This one is good. Hi, first name, most spa owners I talked to run into this one is great. This one is actually good. Yeah, this one is good. This one is really good. Yeah. So let's put it here. Yeah, great. Now we'll need to input the variables. So this one is obviously Mike, and first name would be a bit differently. You would do it this way, yeah. And now your company, you would do their company, so like this company name and so on, right? And then let's pick the first CTA version. So it's this one, and boom, boom, like this, yeah. And it's done. You're ready. Then you add 3 more variants as we discussed. So you just copy this one and you'll just exchange the CTA. And now we want 5 more follow-ups. I recommend doing 3 days. That means they'll get 2 follow-ups per week. If you do 4, they'll only get 1. But if you do 3, they'll get 2 per week. Yeah, so you'll always stay on their email inbox. And now I want you to create 5 follow-ups based on this plan. Boom, boom. Great. Now you can see we generated the 5 follow-ups. They're pretty good. And we will just input them here. Same thing. I'm not going to go over this one. You can do it yourself. I don't want to make this long, right? But that's it. And they're pretty good. The next thing you need to do is that you'll need to run Spintaxing. Spintaxing is basically adding variable naming into your email. So not all the emails are same. If you send the same email thousands of times, you're going to run into issues, and Google and Outlook will flag it as spam. So we need to run a Spintax. So again, we have the GPT created by my friend that does this full time. So we'll put it in here and it will create our Spintax, which is flawless. Like, this is the best way to do this one. Great. So if you do it manually, it's gonna take you hours and it's gonna make you pissed off and it's gonna bore you. But with this GPT Pro, you can do it so easily and it's literally flawless. If you test all variations in your, if you actually read it and if you check all the variations, so for example, it could be, so quality feels hit or miss, cleaning results swing up and down, works already. It will choose one of these 3 different, ways of sending the script, and it will just randomize the whole script. So every single email you send out is different and it's not the same, and Google will not flag it as a spam email, right? So this is the right way to do this, right? Yeah. Great. I think we've pretty much went over everything here. Yeah. So we've got our figures figured out. I show you the financials. We can see the ROI is crazy good with this one, and here's a little checklist you can run. So we bought Smart Lead, we bought inboxes, we set them up, we created campaigns, and we didn't scrape leads yet, yeah. So then you reply, iterate, and improve. But the last thing I want to show you is how to scrape leads, and this one is super simple. You'll navigate over to Apollo, for example. Wait, my mistake. Apollo.io. Here you log in, and you'll go to companies, or actually, wait one sec. Let me get this out. Here you go to people. So you go to people and you'll choose your, your desired prospect. So this will be, for example, as we said, we had Denver as our mock-up location. United States, let's can do probably city, Denver. Denver, Colorado, great. All right. And now we are searching for small companies between 11 to 20 employees and between 21 to 50, and let's do 1 to 10 as well. And let's do job titles, and we want to search for example, office manager, because these are the people you want to outreach to. We got 1,300 office managers. Obviously, you can do other people as well, as HR manager or CEO or anyone else you might consider as the go-to person. Usually, it's office manager, HR manager. It's also CEOs in small companies, company owners, yeah. And for example, back office manager is also administrators, receptionists, yeah. So these are the people you kind of want to reach out to. Great. And now what we want to do is we're going to export all of these leads. The best way to do this one, and it's a bit of a workaround, it's to go leadsrapidly.com, which is a software that lets you pretty much extract these emails for much less as you would. Great, and we're in the software. So right now, what you would do is you would copy the URL of the emails you want to get, or the people you want to address. You would put it in here. Okay, wait, one more thing we need to do is email status needs to be verified. So these are all the leads that have email 100%. Put it in here, and then we'll go to purchase, and then we'll purchase the leads. 1,000 leads are about $1, or I think maybe $5. Let's check actually the billing or the pricing. I think it's around $5 per 1,000 leads, yeah, but it's still super cheap. This will load, and you'll be able to download a CSV with leads, and then you will just import the leads with CSV here in the Smart Lead. So it's super simple. I'm not going to go over this one. These are details you can figure out on your own. The next thing you would do is that once you get positive replies, you'll have to upload them to your CRM. For example, I use Needy.app. Let's go here. Okay, so no data here currently. And you would go to sales and you would add a new customer. So Joe, it's commercial, and the source is I don't have an ad on here for cold email, doesn't matter. We'll do other. You'll put in his address and his social media or whatever. You'll save the contact. And now you'll add the sale here. So donut shop. Was this donut shop? No, this was the office around the donut shop, yeah? So just how to, he came from cold email and he's interested in walkthrough. Yeah. So the amount, I'm guessing this could be around 1,200 monthly. And status is interested, and we can assign to team member. I don't have team members here, so probably not. And priority is high. Profitability, this is not important. Call email. Yeah. Okay, we'll add a deal. So we have a deal here, so we can see our pipeline value has 1,200. And now we can go to Kanban, and yeah, we can actually open this up here, and this will give us the overview. And right now we can generate a quote. So for example, right now, if we go in there and we'll do walkthrough, we'll just pour out our phone or our Mac and we'll do the quotation. So right now we need to set up our quotation as well. So it's commercial, it will be probably weekly. Square footage is around 160. There's 3 office spaces, there's 2 bathrooms, he would like to get cleaned up or between 8 and 10. He wants to do deep cleaning, window cleaning. Boom, nice. So it's offices, reception area. It's first time cleaning. It's multiple floors and stairs, and no bleach, for example. And then the client information. It's John Doe. And the required tools. Okay, great. And boom, we have the quote created here. Then this quotation will be sent to him via email, or we can copy your shareable link, or we can share it with this link right here, or we can send it to this email address right here. Yeah, that's what we can do. And yeah, pretty much. Then we can also generate a job after this, this quotation has been run through and he has accepted it. So then we'll create a jobs details. We'll assign tasks. We'll assign team members we have. We'll run a schedule, so on Thursday, or whenever else we want to do it, and documents if we need to, and then we can also invoice him right here by clicking this one, and we can just send the invoice right here. We'll probably have to edit it a little bit, so deep cleaning, update invoice, boom, and then we can also send the invoice or download it with PDF and so on. Yeah, so this is how I would normally do it. Again, join my Discord. The invite will be in the comments. And grab your free sheets, grab your AI agents in GPT, and get your email campaigns running and get your first clients. My name is Patrick, and I really hope you'll subscribe and comment what you liked about this video. And please stay tuned for the next videos. I'll show you everything you need to know about cleaning services, cleaning business, from ads, cold email marketing, to managing your whole operations, hiring people, handling sales, cold calling people, emailing people, and just everything you need to go to get started. Thank you a lot again, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.